Hello everyone, I'm Alex, the founder of RenderLion. Today I'm excited to show you how to transform your images into stunning videos using our AI-powered generator. First, you must register or sign into your RenderLion account. Once logged in, click the Generate button and choose the Images to Video option. Please remember that any video you generate with RenderLion is created in 3 sizes: square, portrait, and landscape, to fit various social media platforms or other use cases. As you see in my example, you can always switch your video preview by clicking the size buttons from the top left corner. I will set my animation preview in square mode for my slideshow demonstration. You must set up your profile if this is your first time using RenderLion. Once a profile is saved, you can use it for all future videos generated on RenderLion. If you already know how to do it, skip the next 2 minutes of the how-to video. First, when setting up a RenderLion profile, upload your logo, avatar, or any illustration or image you want. In my example, I will use a profile photo. As it is a profile photo, I remove the background for a better look in my videos. To do that, I click the Remove Image Background button. The process may take a few minutes, so be patient. Wow, RenderLion removed my photo background. I changed the avatar appearance by increasing the scale value to 100% to fit the left preview circle perfectly. As you can see now, my avatar perfectly fits my profile's randomly generated animated preview. It looks awesome. Also remember that you can always return to your original image by pressing the Undo button, or you can even choose to set a background color for your profile image. In my case, I will keep my profile image without a background. The second step in setting up a RenderLion profile is choosing the primary colors you want in your videos. You can choose each color for the background, text, and other elements, or select predefined colors from the RenderLion color palette gallery. In my example, I click the Select from Color Palette button. Once the predefined color gallery is open, I click on a light background with dark text and a green element palette to select it, and click the Update button. The new colors are instantly updated in the video preview too. The next step in setting up a RenderLion profile is to choose the fonts I want for the text elements inside my videos. You can set the fonts separately for the headline and regular text elements. I click the Headline Font button, and once the fonts are loaded, I select the Anton font family and click Update. I repeat this process for regular text, but in this case, I prefer to choose a different font called Josephine Sans and click Update. Wow, the fonts have changed, and the video preview of my profile looks awesome. The final step in setting up your RenderLion profile involves defining your brand. You can include or omit your brand name, slogan, and website, or select only the specific ones you wish to use. In my video tutorial, I added a generic brand name and a website as examples to show how to use them. Setting up your RenderLion profile is a one-time process that saves automatically for all future videos. Your profile is crucial as it feeds the video motion effects used in your animations. Everything looks nice, so that I will click the Next button at the bottom right corner. The second big step when you generate a slideshow animation using RenderLion is to set up the video background. You can opt for a static or animated background for your video, or personalize it further by uploading your own image or selecting one from the RenderLion photo gallery. In my tutorial, I demonstrate using an animated background for my slideshow. Click the right arrow button to generate a fresh animated background. With every click, RenderLion AI swiftly creates a new animated scene tailored to my profile preferences. Continue this process until you discover the perfect background. Each new video motion background is generated in less than a second, offering instant variety. You have thousands of animated backgrounds from which you can choose. To keep this tutorial short, I'll stop generating backgrounds now and select this one. It looks great. To move on to the next step, click the Next button at the screen's bottom right corner, as I did. Here, You can set up an intro scene for your slideshow video in this step. However, setting up an intro is optional, and 95% of users skip it. To continue, I'll click the Skip button in the bottom right corner of the screen, and I will explain how to add an intro in a more detailed video tutorial. Now let's add photos to your slideshow. You can upload your own images, select multiple from the RenderLion gallery, and even incorporate as many text blocks as you like. RenderLion will automatically adjust the video regardless of the number of photos or text blocks you add. In my example, I've added several food photos from Unsplash to showcase the capabilities of RenderLion's image-to-video generator. Once the images are uploaded, RenderLion automatically creates a random slideshow video. As you can see, I can rearrange the photos and delete any that don't fit. You can even remove their backgrounds for a distinct look, but this is different in my example. After organizing the sequence of my photos, you'll notice I can add text blocks. I've chosen not to include text for this example, but it's easy to do so if needed. Remember, RenderLion automatically animates your content based on the data you provide. There's no need for manual design or timeline adjustments. Now that I've added my photos, let's explore the full capabilities of the RenderLion video generator. When I click the right arrow below the animation preview, RenderLion automatically generates a new slideshow video. Each click on the right arrow creates a unique slideshow video featuring different motion effects, video lengths, and designs. What's truly remarkable is that all generated slideshows are automatically produced in 3 sizes simultaneously: square, as shown in my preview, portrait, and landscape. You can slide the video timeline bar to review the video more quickly. If you want to return on previous effects, click the left arrow button. You also have the option to add a generated effect to your favorites for future use. With thousands of slideshow videos just a click away, all automatically tailored from your data. The possibilities are virtually endless in the easiest possible way. I could spend hours exploring the various slideshow videos that RenderLion can generate. However, I'll choose this particular slideshow motion effect for this tutorial. The slideshow looks nice. I'll click the next button now to proceed to the next step. Here you can set up an optional ending scene for your slideshow. Like the intro section, 95% of users skip this step. I'll cover setting up an outro scene in a future video tutorial. As you see, I'll click the skip button to move on to the final steps before saving. Here, you can make the final adjustments to your slideshow, such as setting the speed, acceleration, and scale. You can also add an animated watermark, border, and sound for a fully customized video. For instance, I significantly increased the speed of my video, which was instantly updated in the preview on the right side. However, I prefer the original pacing and reverted to the default speed value. Also, I pick up a different timing value. The change will affect all the motion effects, but we will see the differences better after rendering. Remember, you can always drag the video timeline bar, just like I'm doing now, to view all real-time changes quickly. By opening the Scale section, you can adjust the size of your slideshow content within the video by using the Scale feature. For instance, when I reduced the vertical scale value, the video preview adapted immediately. Feel free to experiment with different settings as all modifications are applied instantly. In my case, I want the slideshow motion to occupy the entire video frame, so I'll restore the vertical scale to 100%. Let's explore the Video Filters menu now. Here you can fine-tune various settings of your slideshow video, such as brightness, contrast, grayscale, and hue. Observe the preview. As I increase the contrast to the maximum, notice how the details in my slideshow become more pronounced. I've set the contrast to 130% to enhance the appearance of food photos, making them look more appealing. Feel free to experiment with the settings in the RenderLion generator to see how they affect your video. Now let's move on, and I'll show you how to add an animated watermark to your slideshow. When you open the Watermark section, you'll notice the avatar I uploaded during my profile setup displayed in the bottom right corner of the video preview. Adjusting the watermark's position is straightforward by changing the horizontal and vertical settings. In this tutorial, I'll move the watermark to the bottom left corner by setting the horizontal position to 0%. However, I'll return it to its original position by resetting the horizontal position to 100%. You also have the option to resize the watermark. In my example, I reduced the size to 50%. After reviewing it, let's increase the scale to 80%, which looks better. As demonstrated in the previous steps, I click the right arrow beneath the video preview to introduce a new motion effect for my watermark. Each click prompts RenderLion to quickly generate a fresh watermark animation, as visible in my video. While you're welcome to explore various animations, I'll select this particular animated watermark effect to keep this tutorial short. Next, let's add an animated overlay to your video. Once you open the overlay menu, as seen in the video preview, RenderLion instantly applies an animated overlay to my video. You can easily adjust the overlay's opacity, as I just did. To explore new overlay motion effects, click the right arrow button beneath the slideshow preview. RenderLion will generate a new overlay motion in under a second, as you can see in my example. Remember, the overlay effect is influenced by the color settings you selected during the initial profile setup. This again shows the importance of your profile settings. Each click on the right arrow button creates a new overlay. Feel free to experiment with different effects to see what RenderLion can produce. In this tutorial, I've decided to go with an animated bubble overlay style, adjusting the visibility by changing the opacity to 50%. I've just opened the border menu to demonstrate how to add an animated border to your video. As you've seen earlier in this tutorial, I will first make some adjustments. In this instance, I've increased the border size to 50 pixels and set a border radius of 12% because it enhances the appearance. When these settings are applied, an animated border effect instantly appears in the slideshow preview. I click the right arrow button below the preview to explore different border effects. RenderLion then generates a new animated border immediately. RenderLion's AI can create thousands of border effects from just a few simple inputs within seconds. There's no need for complex video editing software, cumbersome video templates, or intricate design processes. RenderLion handles everything automatically and in real time. Feel free to experiment as much as you like. I certainly am. With each click, a new animation appears. I've decided to go with this striking green border effect, which I really like. Now let's open the sound menu. Here you can effortlessly add background music to your slideshow by uploading your own track in MP3 format or selecting a track from the RenderLion music gallery. In this example, I've chosen to use music from the RenderLion ambient music category. Let's try another song. Let's try this one. This track sounds perfect, so that I will use it. Before saving this animated slideshow generated in this tutorial, let's check how it looks in different formats. I first verified the portrait format, and it looks great. Next, I switched the video preview to landscape mode for another quick check, which looks fantastic. Everything appeared as intended, so I clicked the Finish button to save my slideshow. The saving process is completed almost instantly. Once my slideshow is saved, it's time to render it. I'll click the Render to Download button and begin by rendering it in square size. Next, I switch to portrait size and repeat the rendering process. I also render the slideshow in landscape size. The rendering process may take a few minutes, but by the end, you'll have a high-quality resolution slideshow available in 3 different formats: square, portrait, and landscape. While the render completes, you can start working on another slideshow or video, close the browser, or even leave and come back later. We'll notify you by email once the rendering is complete. You can do all this for free with the RenderLion video generator, which is truly remarkable. Voila, my video is rendered. Simply click the download button to save it to your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Additionally, RenderLion generates thumbnails for each format: square, portrait, and landscape. You can view and download these as PNG files, making choosing the best video image preview for your needs easy. And that's a wrap. I hope this tutorial has demonstrated some of RenderLion's capabilities. At RenderLion, we believe in making sophisticated video generation accessible to everyone free of charge. Forget about juggling templates, navigating complicated design interfaces, or tweaking endless effects and timelines. With RenderLion, you have the opportunity to showcase your unique style, whether it's your company's logo, avatar, color scheme, or font choice. Every element can be tailored to ensure your brand stands out distinctly in every frame. No matter where you plan to share your content, whether on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, or professional presentations, our multi-format generator ensures your videos look perfect in square, landscape, and portrait orientations. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Alex, the founder of RenderLion. Until next time, keep creating and stay brilliant.